Sometimes it happens that a man who lived most of his life impeccably and honorably, at the end of his journey, crosses out all the good things that could be remembered about him. Brilliant commander, skillful organizer and manager, able to love Tiberius, at the sunset of days turned into a monster. But is he alone to blame for this? Yes. From childhood, he was a pest by nature. He was disliked for that, and he paid the price. From the very beginning, he did not belong to himself. His fate was controlled by his mother, Livia, and stepfather, Emperor Augustus. Even in his youth, showed his extraordinary abilities, first of all, as an orator. It was very much appreciated by Romans. Then Tiberius perfectly showed himself as a diplomat and commander. In the east, he achieved without war the return of legion eagles Marcus Crassus, lost in the Battle of Carrhae, and just as diplomatically eliminated the military threat from Armenia and Parthia. In the following years, Tiberius more than successfully commanded troops in the Balkans, conquered the lands on the right bank of the Rhine in Germany. Then, Quintilius Varus in the Teutoburg forest will lose his conquest, and Tiberius again had to pacify the rebellious provinces. And in general, was like a crisis manager, corrected where others miscarried. He was the best commander of his time and could stand in history in a row with Pyrrhus, Hannibal, and Scipio Africanus. If only. Two events brought him down. His stepfather forced him to divorce his favorite wife and marry Julia, the lecherous daughter of Augustus. Tiberius became angry and, despite entreaties, went into voluntary exile on the island of Rhodes. He was considered the successor to the princeps of some third or fourth order. The power shone to him weakly. But gradually all the heirs, one way or another, dropped out, and offended at him in his turn, the emperor had to return him to Rome. After the death of Augustus, the Senate and all state structures unanimously swore an oath. He ruled the empire magnificently, the treasury was filled up, the arbitrariness of viceroys stopped. People forgot what corruption and wars are. Tiberius was accused of stinginess, but he allocated hundreds of millions to cities affected by earthquakes and fires and bought the debts of all farmers. But unfortunately, there was no nationwide love for the emperor, quite the opposite. He himself did not like gladiatorial fights, chariot races, and theater, so he did not consider it necessary to spend on them. Plebs under him lived in general nourished, but boring. This was not forgiven. At the same time, his bad characteristics, suspiciousness, resentfulness, and vindictiveness began to manifest themselves, especially after the uncovered conspiracy of the chief of Praetorians, Aelius Sejanus. Even before that, Tiberius left Rome for the island of Capri. Just there, as described by Roman historians, he in his old age began to indulge in the most unheard of and rampant debauchery. What is the value of this information? It is difficult to judge. The sources are clearly biased, besides the books of antiquity, past the filter of medieval scribes. What was profitable for the church to vilify the empire of pagans left the rest in the furnace. The main thing in another, Tiberius Julius Caesar Augustus, is a very ambiguous, contradictory, but undoubtedly outstanding. Perhaps the most serious complaint against him is that he made Caligula his heir. Dios